Would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear? Most of the women said a bear.
And this video proves why they were right to do so.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video, it is an interesting video as always. This video was supposed to be part 3 of a series I was doing about the women picking a bear over a man. Anyway, this video is a video of a black man who came to drag women for picking a bear over a man. It's a whole long story, but this man eventually came out to apologize. So this is what happened. With that viral video of women saying that they're going to pick a bear over a man if they get lost or stuck in the forest with either a bear or a man, they will pick a bear over a man. It struck a bigger conversation that some men could not comprehend why women will pick bear over a man, and it was all da 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 da. I did a video on that. If you haven't seen that video, you want to know what this whole conversation stems for, go check out that video. I'll leave it down in the description and also up in the card. Okay, so this black man came up to come and rant and talk about I cannot understand why women would think about that how will a woman say they would prefer a bear, they feel safe with a bear rather than with another man, that men are not that dangerous. He just went on to come and really rant and give his own thought. And him talking about it, the fact that people responded to it, and including men responded to it and tried to educate him why women are scared of men and they rather be with a bear than to be with a man. It's really like, I need you guys to see this video today. The conversation other men were having with him, the conversation women were having to correct him and to educate him. And I feel like a lot of men are in this table because they cannot comprehend, especially the ones that have never done anything harmful to a woman, or they have no intent of doing anything to a woman. They still cannot fathom, like, why would a woman pick a bear over a man? They still can't fathom it. So the whole education that was going on here, I really love it. Even coming from the men, I do love it. So let's go check it out. And his apology, because this man eventually came out to apologize after he was educated and schooled. Okay, so in this video we're going to hear what he said, his original word, what he said, people stitch on it, people talking about it, and then his apology. Anyway guys, with that all said guys, let's go check it out and then we'll come back and talk more.
Well, I know we've all seen the video. There's a guy walking around asking women, would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear? Most of the women said a bear. I just want y'all, just hear me out. I just want y'all to slow it down and realize that social media isn't real life. You pull up all these that 1 in 6 women will be by a man in her lifetime. Only 1 in 1 million people have a chance to be by a bear. Let's think about this. You live with and walk past in your life probably hundreds of thousands of men. You will probably never just walk past a bear, all right? So no shit, okay? I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. The chance that I'm gonna walk up on a Kodiak bear, what the slim to none ever in life, never. I don't even go to the zoo. Talk about that's one. That's proximity. The way y'all be bringing this shit up is ridiculous. The way that should have been. The way that question should have been asked, would you rather be lost in the woods with a bear that wants to you or a man that wants to you? With a bear that wants to you or a man that wants to you? So that you could get the real answers. I ain't never put a woman, I ain't never put a hand on a woman, I ain't never to the woman. No, none of that. Ever. Now, I ain't never even called a woman out of her name. Not to her face. I think all that is terrible and wrong. But y'all acting like men are scarier than bears? You ain't watched enough nature documentaries, baby. Go watch the one where they trying to get the pictures of that big bear and the light from the flash scares him and a startled bear. I swear to God, the earth moved when he got startled. Just go watch a few videos. The way y'all,
Okay.
Boy, you dumb as hell.
Okay.
At least a bear knows it's a bear.
Exactly.
That being funny to him, and the way that he laughed about it and also said it in an angry, aggressive, resentful voice, but it's a true stat. That's terrifying. That's more psychologically terrifying and scary than a bear.
The chance that I'm gonna walk up on a Kodiak bear, what the slim to none ever in life, never. I ain't go to the zoo. Talk about that's one. That's proximity. The way y'all be bringing this shit up is ridiculous. The way that should have been, the way that question should have been asked. Would you rather be lost in the woods with a bear that wants to you or a man that wants to you?
What part of that was supposed to be pleasant and make me not want to pick the bear? What part of that seemed like a likable experience? of banter and friendship and camaraderie. I don't want to be around somebody who talks at me like that. Can they ever conceptualize like the unpleasantness of your speech and your energy and your vitriol and your aggression and resentment about women's preferences? Like, that's a bear would just be chilling, being like, rawr, like chilling, looking around, yap 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 yap. The anger that came with the saying a statistic and being that upset about it because women said that they would rather be in the woods with the bear. Because when I think part of it is like, a bear is a bear, and whatever it does, at least that's the nature of the bear. But a man, it's like you can't always predict, and you don't really know because you don't know what's going on in his brain. Just like with this video, I don't know why you're yelling at us about statistics that are to do with our danger, like you're mad at us. That to me is insane. And just by the very principle of the thing, I would pick any bear over that man's voice.
She said what she said.
She said a bear. I just want y'all, just hear me out.
I understand why women would choose the bear over human men.
Okay.
I see it clear as day, and I'm not taking it personal. I don't understand, and this is no attack to this creator I'm stitching, nothing like that. I genuinely don't understand how y'all don't get it. I'm not trying to be a simp. I'm not trying to be none of that. But how do y'all not get it? Brother, do you see the ratio in your comment section? It's 33,000 comments to 20-some-odd thousand likes. Bro, just listen to women and you will get it, bro. If you know you're that guy, if you know you're a good man, brother, you don't need to take what these women are saying personally.
Exactly.
How do y'all not understand why they would choose the bear over us? Stats prove why they would choose a bear over us.
Anytime.
Wake up, fellas. Like, come on.
Y'all acting like men are scarier than bears? You ain't watched enough nature documentaries, baby.
Women don't want to be men or bears, but if I was by a bear, people would believe me, and no one would ask me what I was wearing.
But y'all acting like men are scarier than bears? You ain't watched enough nature documentaries, baby.
And obviously, you haven't watched enough true crime documentaries. Sir, your argument is dumb and stupid like you.
Okay.
A lady pointed this out earlier, but she said if she was in the woods and she saw a bear, well, she's in the bear's home. Well, if she saw a man in the woods, the man probably follows her into the woods. And there's like that's the difference. Like, sure, bear, you can buy a bear and buy a bear. However, you entered the bear's domain and the bear is acting on natural instincts. Men go out and attack women for power control because he can't handle the word no. What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
Awesome, man.
And there are ways to de-escalate a situation with a bear. The only way you're going to be able to de-escalate a situation with a man is if that man calms the down. But if he's already following you into the woods, sir, their chances are probably next to none. Like, let's think about this. Let's use our brains. You have it up there. Use it.
Lost in the woods with a bear that wants to kill you or a man that wants to kill you.
A bear having the desire to a woman is still the worst that it'll do to that woman. And possibly her and feed her to its cubs, but mainly that, they will and then leave your body on the ground and walk away, right? There's so many methods to defending yourself from a bear. You make a lot of noise, you make yourself seem bigger, you hit the bear in the nose. There's video of people hitting bears in the nose who clearly had the desire to survive them, but because they kicked the bear in the nose, the bear left because it was hurt. Now, in both scenarios, the woman is running away. The worst a bear will do is it's like, right? It's making noise. A man chasing after a woman while she's running away. Men can communicate. Unlike a bear, a man can laugh while chasing after a woman. He can say to her, shouting at her, while he's approaching her, what he plans to do to her. A bear cannot do that. A man can drag out his process of wanting to a woman, purposely waiting until she gets tired and just staring at her, or, and then continuing to go after her. And then he'll do whatever he wants before he her. There's so many pictures of the after result of a man of a woman, and he has a bunch of scratch marks all over his body. She clearly fought back, but he didn't care. He didn't care how badly she injured him. And let's not forget, a bear can survive you, possibly you. Men can also and have been. There is no creature on this planet scarier than a human, because of how intelligent a human is, how intelligent a man is, how a man can make up a whole storyline in his head of what he wants to do to a woman before he her. And we have millions of cases to be looked at and see what men have done to women. There are no unknowns when it comes to what a bear might do to you. But depending on the man, you have no idea what he has thought of what he wants to do before he finally takes your life. That's what you're missing. That's what you're missing because you do not experience this type of fear. You've shared how tall you are. You're over 6 foot. You've shared how muscular you are. This is not a fear that you have when it comes to a man, another man.
But y'all acting like men are scarier than bears? You ain't watched.
I wouldn't say that men are scarier than a bear, but just as scary. And it's even more scary that you can't grasp the concept that if you wanted to, as a man, you could have your way with me if you wanted to. Like, just like I can't fight a bear off, I can't fight you either, bro. That is scary at the fact that you can do whatever you want to me if you choose to in that moment. If you having a bad day and you feel like you can. If you're having a bad day and you feel like somebody, you can. And guess what? If I tell, they're not gonna believe me. So yes, I'm scared. I'm scared. Yes, y'all are scary. Because as sad as I am to say this, I'd be believed more that I said I've been chased by a bear than I've been a man.
I'm going to try and describe this in a way that I hope better explains this for men. The man in the video is basically saying how he feels like women don't quite understand the question, and it seems absurd to him that women would pick a bear because women are around men all the time. We walk down the street, we live with men. So he feels like a better question to ask would you rather be trapped in the woods with a bear who wants to eat you or a man who wants to eat you? The reason I think the original question is better, and the question being would you rather be trapped in the woods with a man or a bear, I think it's a better question because it leaves the intentions of both open. So you don't know the intentions of the bear and you don't know the intentions of the man. So with that understanding, let me break down most women, or maybe the average woman's thought process when it comes to this question. You are correct by saying that women do not have interactions with bears. We're not walking down the street seeing bears. We're not in the woods randomly seeing bears. You tend to have to go out of your way to be able to see a bear. So with that understanding, we have to think about woman's interpretation of man. Most women, ever since they were little girls, more than likely have been pursued by grown men. Starting between the age of 10 to 13 tends to be when women have their first interaction of a grown man trying to pursue her. Whether that's trying to pursue her for a relationship or trying to pursue her, even though most of the time, I'm sure we all know it's sex. So these same women who are being pursued by these grown men at very young ages also have other friends that are also being pursued by grown men. Now, some of our friends gave into those whims, and so we know 15-year-olds who are having 30-year-old men, and some of these women didn't give in, but they still had these interactions against their will. We learn the statistics of women being killed by men. We learn the statistics of women being kidnapped by men as we get older. We see the world around us. We see how we don't tend to be trusted. We see how men stick together. We see how a man will know that his friend is other women and say nothing about it. We see how men will see another man slip something in a woman's drink and say nothing about it. We see the world that we live in. So to you, that percentage of reported issues between men and women may seem small. You have to understand that there's a way larger number of ones that are not being reported. I've been pursued by men since I was about 12 or 13 years old, and I've never once been in a courtroom nor in a police station reporting any of them. So when you then turn and ask those society of women, would they rather be trapped with a man or a bear, I hope it becomes more understanding why they picked the bear.
So I'm not such that guy who asked all the women would they rather be stuck in the woods with a bear or a man, and then feigned shock and surprise and awe that all the women said they'd rather be stuck in the woods with a bear, and then said we hadn't been watching enough National Geographic documentaries. Boo, we've been watching true crime documentaries, and we've been watching actually our real lives, and we all know that men are the problem, including gay men. Men are the problem. Our egos, our patriarchy, our love of it, our alleged masculinity is the problem. Not being male, not being cis male, our adherence to masculine ideas make us sadistic. Another creator on this app, and I could not stitch her, I don't know her name, but she said very clearly, we all know that a bear or any other animal is only you to protect their cubs, their family, their group, the environment, their food sources, and will stop once that threat is gone. We all know that men are sadistic and will women and other men for no other reason than the pleasure of doing so. We will be sadistic and harmful for long periods of time to generations of people, to whole cultures, just to assert our power and dominance for fun. I have long since stopped calling people animals, like telling people they're dogs or pigs or maggots or any of those things, because the dogs, the pigs, the animals, the maggots don't deserve it. They have more integrity. They do things because they need to do things, or at least because their instinct is telling them to do so. They don't override their connection to other things in order to employ dominance over just for the sake of dominance. All of you like to talk about alpha maleness and really don't even understand what it means when you're talking about a wolf tribe and what that actually stands for, and how the alpha stands behind and supports everybody in doing their own job. We know that human men, particular cis hetero men, are the absolute worst. We're literally destroying the entire planet behind our egos. The entire planet. We have had the power. What did Julius Sugarbaker on Designing Women say? Yeah, that's an old man reference. If you don't know, go find out. It has been the men who have been doing the owning and the selling and the caring and the enslaving. If men don't like the way the world is, we have only ourselves to blame, because we have had the dominance, particularly white men. But black men are a close second to wanting to be just like the men they say oppress them. Many of us don't have a problem with oppression. We just don't want to be on this side of it. All of us or none of us. And you all know men are the problem. That man is hate farming. Don't.
Please go down in the comment section and share people's thoughts on this. Because this conversation of the bed, the women choosing the bed over a man is really like, I like the type of conversation it's having. Like, I honestly do like it. So the original creator that most people were talking about and stitching in this video decided to do a response video to people's responding to him, and I feel like in his response video he kind of gets it. But let's go hear what he has to say and what he got from people's response, because I think he wasn't expecting people, even men, to support women, saying that, you know what, we'll pick a bear over a man anytime, any day. And some of the points these men, including men, cis men, are pointing out that yes, this is the valid reason why women, our sisters, our mothers, our wives, our daughters will pick a bear over a man any day, and hoping that he gets it. Anyway, guys, let's go check out if he gets it and his response to the entire dragging. They were dragging him, and then we'll come back and talk more.
All right, to hit this properly, the ego was checked at the door.
Okay.
This is my official apology video. I want y'all to know that at the end of the day, it's the end of the day.
Okay.
And I was wrong, man. I'm catching heat about this.
Shoot.
All these accounts I'm seeing stitch my videos, it's really making me insecure.
Okay.
You know, they talk about my hairline. They talk about my beard. It's patchy on this side.
Okay.
And
a girl in my inbox, there's a lot of y'all in my inbox, but one in particular that hurt my feelings really bad. She said that I'm average looking.
That you are.
That one, that's the one, man.
Really?
So I just want to say I'm gonna take an honorable bow out. At the end of the day, it's the end of the day. I was wrong.
Okay.
When you hear someone say that they feel safer in the woods with a bear versus like me, like a man, you know, I just instantly started internalizing everything you guys said. And I was like, I've never a woman. I've never called a woman out of her name. I've never seen a woman. So I instantly started invalidating your feelings. And there was once a Greek philosopher named Goody. He would be very disappointed in me. He would be very disappointed in me invalidating your feelings. And to Goody, I'm sorry. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to come on here and say I'm sorry.
Okay.
I saw some really big pages stitching my video. I don't even know how much more, because I just sound stupid. To think that you're safer around me than a bear, or around any man than a bear, that's crazy, right? Because in the real world, like, most women don't even enter the woods without a man. So to think that you would rather be there with a bear than a man, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking.
And now, I forgot to add this part, I'm really scared because I saw a few of you tagging Drew. I almost pissed on myself.
Who's that?
I saw you guys tagging Drew to come and get me. And now my stomach feels uneasy. I think I'm gonna vomit.
So please go down in the comment section, share your thought. Love to know what you think as always, but please keep it respectful as always. I love to know what you think about the entire conversation, his apology and all that. For me, I've said it before in the couple of videos we did about this topic, is that what he said in the original video is that it's so true that a lot of men, they don't get it. Like when women say that they rather be alone rather than to be with a man, they rather be with a bear rather than to be with a man, because we are really scared of men, like actually scared of men. That when we walk out and then when we go out, we walk out, the one thing we're scared about is so that another man don't come and attack us. Some of them don't believe it. Some of them, you think that, oh, how can it be? Because that is not their reality. They don't go around scared that another man will not attack them. And some of them, that is what they really believe. And rather than them to listen and hear their wife, their daughters, their mom, their sisters talk and say, yes, this man scares us, they don't want to deal with it. And when they talk, oh, we're here to protect you and all that, who are you protecting us from? You're protecting us from other men. And this is why, as men, you men need to start holding yourself accountable, because you are the reason why this world we live in, especially as a woman, is very, very dreadful, scary and all that. And when we say, you know what, we're not going to deal with you people and all that, because whether you like it or not, the way the society and the world is set up is to serve men. And you see women talking about the 4B movement, decentering men who want to be alone. It's because we've realized that the entire society that we live in is created to serve men, and men can get away with anything. They can be scary, they can do anything to us, and they will get away with it. And as women now, we're trying to learn self-defense, form a community among ourselves, provide for ourselves, take care of ourselves. And the truth is that with all this topic and all this conversation, a lot of men still cannot grasp this fact that they are scary. A lot of men still cannot grasp the fact that the world exists around them. Like sometimes we have that conversation. I even have that conversation with my husband even today, and we're like, oh no, no, that's just the way it is. I was like, you don't understand that the way we women were moving now, we don't need you men, and we can live without you men. But he still could not understand it. I was just like, when I was talking, I was just with him out, like, you still don't understand it. You still don't get it. You still don't get it. Even with having a wife like me, you still don't get it. Because we are existing, we are in the habits we are protecting ourselves, and would rather be with a bear rather than to do with you guys. Yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section, share your thoughts. Love to know what you think. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do. Yeah, okay. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.